Hello everyone, my name is Corpuzel and welcome to a brand new video where we max out our skills, complete all of the collection logs, all of the combat achievements, and do a lot of other fun stuff. I'm picking up straight where I left off from the last video, and that is preparing to go and do a lot of Slayer. If you haven't seen my previous video, I recommend you watch it. A lot of really cool stuff happened, no spoilers, but we finally have our fire cape, which is currently stored in the stash unit. It's one thing that we need to get, by the way. But essentially, we are ready to go and do Slayer up to 85, at least 83, but I don't think that I will be boosting, so probably 85, as well as close to 99 strength as possible, because we will be getting the Abyssal Whip. At the point of me recording this, I'm still not sure if this is going to be a single video or I'm going to split it in two. We'll see how it goes, but essentially, yeah, that's the goal. 85 Slayer, as close to 99 strength as possible. Would be cool to get my range up a little bit as well for Corrupted Gauntlet and Gauntlet in general, as well as the Abyssal Whip from Abyssal Demons. So, no more tangents. The first thing that I need to do is re-gear. So, Death Bank, once again, get a few things out of my looting bag, like some potions and maybe even runes, and obviously the Carol's armor for range. And then, once I'm geared and we have all of our inventory figured out, we'll go and start doing Slayer. And we are taking our fire cape out of the stash unit. I can drop these rings, because whenever I actually need to put the fire cape back into the stash, I will be able to sell some runes to one of the, I guess, traders. He's around here somewhere. And then simply purchase one ring to store the fire cape. I've stored all the money that I have at Nightmare Zone, and we are currently at 2.2 million GP. And that is it. We are ready to start doing Slayer. So, first of all, yes, the inventory management situation is pretty tragic. I am aware of that. The loadout will probably change with time. But I do want to be doing both range as well as, obviously, melee strength training. So I guess it will depend on the task, but we'll be able to adjust it as we go. I have the Dragon Battle Axe out of the stash unit together with super attack potions. I think that it's going to be a pretty good combo. I don't think we'll need super defenses or super strength, well, obviously not super strengths, but super defenses or ranging pots, and we'll definitely don't need stamina pots because of the run energy rework. Again, this is a work in progress, we'll alter it as we go. This is just something that I feel comfortable starting with. Now, our first task, I actually have a task, it's Basilisks in the Fremennik Slayer dungeon. Not the Basilisk Knights, but simple Basilisks. So we'll go and do that, and then I want to get a task from Duradel, and it's probably going to be the Slayer Master that we'll be getting tasks from. And getting a task from him is actually a hard achievement diary task, so, you know, task. How many times can you say task in a few seconds? But yeah, that's essentially that. Now, a few additional points that I want to make is that, as mentioned, I've stored all of the money at Nightmare Zone. I want to see how much money I can earn in this Slayer journey. We will probably need to purchase some things, like the Mirror Shield for the current task, so I'll take a few K out. I won't start from zero, but essentially the GP pile will grow as we complete the tasks. Another thing that I want to do in between, I guess, the different Slayer tasks is Hespori, as well as general farming. I don't really have any seeds right now, but I do have these 7 spirit seeds. I need to plant one more spirit tree. If I get one more farming level, I'll be able to boost for it. And then, you know, I'll have the tree in my POH, but that's a long time in the future. So essentially, I have 6 spirit seeds that I can trade in for seed packs. In this way, we'll be able to get seeds, plant them, and actually do some farming as a passive activity in between the Slayer tasks. Hespori, obviously, I am hoping that I will not require a death storage. I just want to do Hespori for the KC as well as the farming experience. But if we do need to death bank while Hespori is down, we'll be able to do so either at the volcanic mine or, you know, someplace else. Lastly, obviously, birdhouses. I want to do birdhouse runs, so I will need an axe, but this is a pretty simple situation to sort out. I've also done something that I haven't been doing for some time now, and that is setting the tracker to track Slayer XP. So throughout the video, you'll be able to see how much Slayer XP we've actually gained. With all of that being said, let us go kill the very first Hespori of the video. do a birdhouse run, and then go and finish off the basilisk task. I want to say, seeing my character in this gear is beyond strange. I got so used to the graceful and the prospector's outfit that, I don't know, dude, it's just really strange. It's so odd that we'll be doing proper, I guess, combat trading. But yeah, I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited to do it. And that is the first Hespori of the video, and the 21st Hespori in total. Definitely not breaking any speedrun records, but that's not really the goal here. Let's see what we get. Plant dime seeds. Fantastic. We can plant those, and then afterwards, once we harvest them, we'll be able to start exchanging our spirit seeds for seed packs. One more thing that I forgot to mention, and this has a lot to do with the seed packs as well as the birdhouse runs. My main goal is to get magic seeds, not only because I have a contract at the farming guild for a magic tree, I can cancel that, but I need magic seeds for magic tree roots. I need magic tree roots for antidote plus pluses, and I need antidote plus pluses for anti-venoms. And I need anti-venoms for the final version of the POH pool. So it's one small favor, essentially. Super quickly before we begin, I also wanted to show you like my current Slayer loadout. So we have 276 points. I remember that I left off the tasks as I was boosting, essentially boosting for points at Tyrael. And we're currently on 159 tasks completed, so we'll get some extra points for this task specifically. We have the broader fletching unlocked, and most importantly, we have bigger and badder unlocked. So we will have superior spawning, which is, I think, at least currently, the main unlock that we want from here. I have a few tasks blocked. I have elves blocked, Sukas, and bronze dragons. I don't know about the elves, and this whole list might need to be revised later on, but currently I'm not too, I guess, worried about it. Okay, that's it. Let's go and kill the basilisks. And so, it begins. And that is the basilisk task done. We got 90 points, putting us at 366 total, and gained a bit over 10k Slayer XP. In total, that is. I know that the tracker shows a different number, but I actually had killed a few basilisks before, so yeah. So now, let us go and see what the first task from Duradel is actually going to be. So Duradel, what are you going to give me? 149 worms. Oh, this is an interesting task. A lot of people really hate worms. I actually don't mind them, to be completely honest with you. It's gonna be a bit of a challenge with this inventory loadout, but I think that we can manage. I think I'll go the proselyte route, to be completely honest with you. I have more than enough prayer potions to cover all of the, I guess, prayer costs. I'll definitely need to teleport out for food more than once or twice, but again, that's not really that big of an issue, I don't think. Oh, and also, we have completed a hard task at Karamja. Completing that task actually reminded me that I have a couple of other achievement diary tasks that I had put off because I wasn't, well, combat geared, I guess, if that makes sense. And this is one of them. I need to complete a single game at the veteran lander at pest control. So with this portal down, the game is done, and we get 6 White Knight recommendation points. That's pretty good. But even better, we get a hard task in the Western Provinces complete. Pest control is a place that I'll be spending a lot of time in, so I guess I probably need to get used to this scenery, but that's a long time in the future. We killed a zombie in the Shazing Crypts, so that's another task done. So I know what this looks like. I am well aware of what it looks like, but I mean the inventory, but bear with me. I'm gonna see how this first trip goes and what we can, I guess, adjust if need be. But yeah, this is what we're working with. A few sharks, a couple of prayer pots, and that's pretty much it. We'll see how many kills we can get. We need, yeah, 149 kills. So We'll see how many trips this Slayer task will take. But I also have some good news for you guys. Once I kill this very first worm on the account, perfect timing, I will complete an easy combat achievement. I actually didn't know about that. I wanted to say that I will complete a hard task in the Karen and Kebos area, but that's also a combat achievement done as well. And just to address the obvious elephant in the room, I know that I could be one tick prayer flicking or even lazy flicking, but I have so many prayer pots that I'm definitely not gonna bother with that. My mic was muted in the last clip, but we got a pretty cool drop, so a collection log slot filled. We got a clue casket from the worms. Let's see what we get. Oh, a master clue. What are the chances of me actually being able to do it? Let's see. Can we do the first step? Jorl. Okay, well, we'll try, but I really doubt that we'll be able to do the clue. I'll keep the master for now. There's a step in the wilderness. It's the second step, by the way. So I definitely don't want to death bank, or rather death pile right now, but I'll keep it on me. Perhaps, depending on the tasks that we get, we might actually try and complete it. And with this last kill, that's the task done. We gained almost 20k Slayer experience, well, you can see it there, and we are very close to both a Slayer level as well as a Strength level. Okay, let's see what task we get. Kurasks. Okay, this is actually one of my favorite tasks because they drop a lot of really cool items from, you know, noted big bones all the way to white berries, which, as you can see, I have more than enough of. I'll address them. I'll address this stack sometime in the future, but yeah, I'm very happy about this task. The only issue is that I don't really have a leaf-bladed weapon, and the only weapon that the Slayer Masters sell is a leaf-bladed spear. So I need to really think about whether or not I want to do this task in melee gear or maybe even try ranged. I'll think about it, and the next time you see me, I'll have decided, so be back with you in a minute. So I decided to go the range route, and I also remember that we have Hespori done. PB, 129, so not breaking any world records or anything, but yeah, that's another Hespori kill. Let's see what we get. And we get a Spirit Seed, another Spirit Seed. Okay, I'm not gonna complain, that's actually pretty good. We'll be able to exchange it for a seed pack. So now let me explain my decision regarding range and Kurasks. So if I do the task with ranged, that kind of allows me to have some inventory space open, while if I do it with melee, I would have to hold food, hold some pots, you know, it becomes a much more difficult ordeal to partake in. Since Kurasks drop a lot of pretty cool stuff, I'll probably want to keep some of it and then use it up after the task, so yeah, having some inventory is definitely ideal there. Another big point is that if I do the task with ranged, I'm able to train ranged exclusively. Whilst if I decide to do it with melee, I would have to use the spear, and it only offers shared combat experience in all three of the styles, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So what I will most likely do is do the task with ranged, buy some broad bolts. I'll probably drop the runite bolts, I don't really need them anymore, so I'll buy some broad bolts, and then if I get a leaf-bladed sword or a leaf-bladed axe as a drop, then perhaps we'll transition and finish off the task with melee. At least that's kind of my thought process right now. We'll see how it actually goes, but yeah. So I'm here at Kurasks on the second floor, and I've made 1100 broad bolts. We'll see if it's enough for the task, but I think that it's gonna go pretty swell. The only thing that I'm really looking forward to in this task are the superior Kurasks. Oh, and we completed a medium combat task. Okay, didn't know this was a task to kill a Kurask, but I'm not gonna complain. So yeah, superior Kurasks. They are great XP, as well as have the potential to drop either, you know, a Slayer gem, or if we're really lucky, the imbued heart. I've never had that item in the game, and I definitely don't expect to get it from Kurasks or in general, actually. I know how rare it is, but it would still be pretty cool if an actual superior would spawn, because again, it's really good Slayer XP. Besides that, there's nothing really interesting with the task itself, so I'll just range away at the Karasks and I'll come back to you whenever I have some updates. So a big boy did spawn. Let's see what we get. 2.7k XP. And no notable drops, but that's definitely good Slayer experience. And with this kill, we get the first Slayer level of the video. The first of many, I think. Oh, that's a pretty cool collection log slot. I think I will also be able to store it in the POH if I'm not mistaken. Well, instead of saving the clip that my replay buffer had filmed, I accidentally deleted it, but we got 80 ranged. We can now wear Zarite crossbows, Masori, and obviously Bofa. I think that the account is still very far away from Zarite, but Bofa is definitely something that's in our sights. So yeah, that's the first and perhaps the only ranged level in the video. I guess we'll see what tasks we get, but I do want to focus for the most part on training strength. My recording got corrupted. I have no idea how that happened, but yeah, it did. So we finished off the Karask task, and this is the inventory. We did it all in one go. I need to sort out this inventory situation. I need to plant the seeds and I guess use up the big bones. The way that I will do this is by sacrificing them in the POH altar. I don't recall what altar we have, but I do know that it's of a low level. So we'll probably need to do that as well, upgrade the altar and the POH. So there's certainly a lot of in-between tasks stuff that needs to be done, but before we go and do anything, let us first get the next assignment from Duradel. And it's gonna be spiritual creatures. No, this is a task that I am not going to do. Let's cancel it. Worms again. Okay, yeah, this is a good task. I like this task. We'll go do it right after we sort out the inventory situation. Well, this little stunt cost us nearly 1.2 million GP, but here's the Gilded Altar, and now we have it forever. I will store the money back into the Nightmare Zone coffer and take out the sum that I had before actually purchasing all of the materials required for the altar, so don't worry, it won't skew, I guess, the money that we make from Slayer. But yeah, we have the Gilded Altar built in the POH. Oh my god, we've actually obtained our first Master Casket. So remember when I said that I would drop the Master Clue? Well, I stuck with it, and it has taken me probably around 2.5 hours to complete. 3 triple steps, the VLD cave step, but I boosted my agility with a summer pie, so that was pretty easy because there are shortcuts now. And I had to, I guess, death pile 3 or 4 times because I had a couple of steps in the wilderness. But this is officially our first Master Casket on the Ultimate Iron Man. Just to confirm, let me go to the clues. Master Treasure Trails. 0 items obtained, Master Clues completed, 0. So, it's a pretty significant event, I'd say. What do I want to get? Anything, honestly. A unique would be fantastic, but obviously I can't really expect one. I'm just glad that we were able to complete a Master Casket, or a Master Clue rather, with these stats and at this stage of the account. So, without further ado, let's see what we get from the first ever Master Casket on the Ultimate Iron Man. Oh wow, okay, no uniques, but we get a lot of purple sweets. And magic seeds, dude, oh my god, this is... We got 2 magic seeds, holy crap. You know what? This is actually better than a lot of the uniques that we could have gotten. I needed these magic seeds. If you didn't know, I needed the magic seeds for the magic trees, for the magic roots, for the anti-venoms, for the, I guess, final pool version in my POH. So these 2 items are absolutely fantastic to get. I'll go plant the trees, obviously protect them. I don't even recall what I need to protect them with. But I'll get the items, plant the trees, and I'll be done with this, I guess, little ordeal. I'll still do birdhouse runs, and I'll do a birdhouse run actually, even though I don't need the magic seeds anymore. But I do want 80, I guess, 80 hunter. But yeah, I'll finish off, sort the inventory out, do a herb run, do a birdhouse run, and then we'll go and do the worm task. Wow, what a detour. And apparently our farming contract is also a magic tree. I love it when things play out in this way. And that is level 90 strength. Also, don't mind the inventory, I'm in the process of sorting it out. I just came to the worms for a quick trip while my limpworts are growing and while I'm collecting coconuts to protect the magic trees. 147 black demons. Okay, you know what this means, right? It is time to do demonic gorillas. I'm not gonna lie, I was cautiously looking forward to this. It's definitely gonna be a challenge with this inventory. I think I'll need to make adjustments. Well, obviously I'll need to make adjustments, but even, you know, without these few items, I'll need to think of how I want my inventory to look like. But yeah, we're gonna go and kill demonic gorillas. If we get another Zenite, we'll be able to create the Necklace of Anguish. And this is an item that I really want. It's definitely an item that we need and that we'd keep on the account. So 147 kills, fingers crossed. I swear, this is a Slayer video where I do anything but Slayer. But yeah, as you can see, I'm back at Kuresk's. I do not have a task, actually. I'm back here for one simple reason: coconuts. I decided that it would be more macro efficient to not wait for coconuts to actually grow because I have 2 coconut trees, but it's a really slow process. And instead, I'm just gonna kill Kuresk's and get the coconuts in order to protect my magic trees. I've already gotten enough to protect one. I've planted it at the farming guild. Now I need to plant another at Falador for the, I guess, achievement diary. The good thing is that I got the leaf-bladed sword as a drop because I was using the spear, and I can definitely confirm the spear isn't the right way to go here. It's either ranged with broad bolts or, well, if you get the drop, the leaf-bladed either sword or ideally the axe. But yeah, the coconuts are a, if I'm not mistaken, 1 in a 31 drop. So hopefully I'm not gonna stay here for long. I am getting pretty good GP, so I can't really complain, but once again, it's a Slayer video and I'm doing anything but Slayer, so it's it is what it is though, I guess. This video has kind of become an adventure video in and of itself, right? Where we kind of establish certain inventory loadouts depending on the task that we get, and do a lot of, I guess, smaller tasks in between. So it's still pretty cool. It's just not a very linear progression type of video, I guess. But yeah, that's the update. I'll get the coconuts. I'll go plant the... Oh, speaking of the devil, I need 1 more coconut drop, so that's pretty good. As I was saying, I'll get the coconuts, I'll go plant the magic tree, protect it, and then I'll sort out my inventory and go to the demonic gorillas. Well, we got the battle axe, so that's pretty cool. A bit not the best timing, but can't really complain, I guess. I will actually probably keep this battle axe on me in the looting bag for some time at least, because I have a feeling that we will be getting, well, I'm not sure about Turoths, but Kuresk tasks definitely, and this is by far the best weapon to use here, so yeah, that's the plan for now. And so, this is what I came up with. I've killed 795 demonic gorillas on this account. This is the number for the very first Zenite for the Ring of Suffering. A bit over the drop rate, to put it lightly, but I can't complain. I saw people going far over that. I planted both of the magic trees in the farming guild and Falador. I think I said that already. But now we'll just wait for them to grow, and I believe we should have enough roots to make the potions that I need. If not, we'll need 1 more magic tree, so we'll get it with the birdhouse runs eventually. This is the inventory and the gear that I came up with for demonics. It's not necessarily ideal, but I might actually swap one food for the fighter torso. But essentially, yeah, this is my switch. So yeah, I guess there's not really much to talk about. I'll just jump into the action and we'll see how it goes. Well, we got 5 kills, so the trips are gonna be very short, that's for sure. The one thing that I can say already is that I only need, I think, 2 prayer potions tops and more food. But I'm okay with it. I don't really mind it. I don't really mind the resupplies and re-teleportations and things like that. It's kind of part of being an Ultimate Iron Man in and of itself. And we'll have some luckier trips, we'll have some less lucky trips. So I'm not too hard pressed. But yeah, 5 kills is what we got. I think it's 5 kills if I'm not mistaken. That is the Thalidor elite task done. I miscalculated quite a bit. The 2 magic trees are not gonna be enough route-wise. We actually need 5, I think, in total. But the master casket, or the first master clue that we did, definitely made a dent in the routes that we'll need. So yeah, birdhouse runs all the way, I guess. And that is 93 magic. We can now enchant Zenyte jewelry without boosting. Coincidence? We'll see. Bit of an update. I have, I think, yeah, 99 demonic gorillas left on the task. Definitely some good money. The inventory situation is still cramped, as you can probably see. But we have an elite clue scroll with 4 steps completed, and of course we got a wilderness step. So I'm probably gonna hold on to this for the time being. And after the task, I might death pile and try and complete that clue scroll. Yeah, the trips are short, as you might probably expect, but so far so good. The only thing that I really hope not to do is die. I hope that I don't die during this task. Other than that, it's going great. Oh, that is a new item in the collection log, Ballista Limbs. They are quite useless to us, but it's still a cool collection log slot, either way. And Ballista Limbs. Number 2, actually. Well, that's pretty random luck. So we're at 899 KC for the demonic gorillas, and essentially we're missing one item, the heavy frame, to complete the collection log. Obviously, I'd much rather get a Zenyte shard right now, but yeah, these 2 ballista limbs are the only drops that we got, at least up to this point in the task. We still have 43 demonics to go. And that is the last kill of the task. Let's quickly grab all of these items and get our butts out of here. So, we gained 60,000 Slayer experience from 147 demonic gorillas. One thing that I will say is that this task took a while. It actually took me, I think, 3 or 4 days in total to complete with my, I guess, schedule, with the amount of time that I play, a few hours per day. It was... The point that I'm trying to make is that it was much longer than I had expected it to be initially. And while we have made a pretty significant dent in the Slayer level, we are very far away from what would essentially be at least 80, I think 82 or 83 Slayer in order to kill Abyssal Demons with the boost. So I need to do some thinking in regards to the actual videos that I'm gonna release and publish, but we'll tackle this when we get to it. For the time being, we're done with the task. We've earned quite a bit of money, both in regards to GP as well as items. We got a lot of diamond drops, a lot of adamant bar drops. Yeah, we also got death rune drops as well, so that's pretty cool. I still have that elite clue scroll on me that I need to complete, but I would probably do that whenever I death pile. We might go and do it now, depending on the task that we get next from Duradel. So that's probably the very first thing that we should do now. So let's see. So our next task is 168 Hellhounds. That is an absolutely fantastic task. We don't have the Slayer level to kill Cerberus. Yeah, we are we are very far from killing Cerberus. For some reason, I thought that it's a lower Slayer level is required, but yeah, we are very far from killing Cerberus. So we'll do the task with normal Hellhounds and Proselyte armor. But I think that just to kind of finish off this demonic gorilla, I guess, adventure, we'll deathpile right now and try and complete the elite clue scroll. Just as a reminder, we have a wilderness step, and this is step number 4 on the elite. So let me deathpile and I'll be right back with you with either a completed elite clue scroll and a clue casket, or some bad news that we were not for some reason able to complete it. So we managed to complete the clue. It was a 6-stepper, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what we get. We got a collection log slot, Iorweth Camp Teleports. I don't have the Master Scroll book, obviously, so these will not be useful for me. And the rest of the clue, well, it's probably what you'd expect to get from an elite clue scroll, to be fair, so I'm not too surprised. But we got a collection log slot, so that's all that counts. And that is 73 Slayer. And our next task are Dagonauts. Okay, I can do this task in the Catacombs of Koren, so it's a pretty chill task. So I had 2 clue scrolls, got PK'd, and yeah, we only have 1 casket to show for our Hellhound grind. So let's see what we get. Oh, Zami D-Hide boots. We have them already, so this is gonna be a drop to the main, but still pretty cool, unique. Almost done with the Dagonath task, but we had a few unsold head drops. And with this reanimated Dagonath kill, we are going to get level 72 prayer. 167 black demons. Oh, dude. Demonic gorillas. I need to think about whether or not I want to do this task at this point in time, because I have stored my range gear in the looting bag, and this is a really long task. You know what? I'll actually do the task, but I won't go to demonic gorillas. I'll go and do the task in the catacombs, because I have these 2 dark totem pieces, and I need like the last piece to actually get my first Skotizo KC, assuming that we'll be able to beat him. And I really want to do it. I don't want to drop these pieces. I was betting on the fact that we might get a catacombs task next, so that's why I kept them. And I think that with my current loadout, I'm pretty much ready to go and do the Black Demon task. So yeah, you know what? We won't do demonics this time. We'll go and kill the black demons, the normal black demons in the catacombs. And hopefully we'll be able to get the last piece of the Dark Totem and then actually go and fight Skotizo for the very first time. Got another heart clue from the black demons. Okay, some good alks. And we got the Dark Totem top. Oh man, that means that we can create the totem and we'll be able to go and fight Skotizo. And that is also 87 hit points and 103 combat level. So we've essentially finished the task. I have 1 kill left to go, but I'm gonna save it for Skotizo because he does count as a black demon. So we'll get the buff from the Slayer helmet. It will be quite useful, I think, in this first fight. We got a casket. I decided to do the heart clue before we do Skotizo because you get a guaranteed heart clue from the boss. And yeah, let's see what we get. Oh, okay, alkables. Pretty decent. So let me quickly gear up and then I'll see you guys at Skotizo's altar. So I've deathpiled my items to have some more food for the fight. And this is kind of the inventory that I came up with. I've accidentally taken the Darok's blade legs, but you know, that's okay. And yeah, this is the food, a few prayer potions and some purple sweets if push comes to shove. So without further ado, I don't really know how the fight will go without a Demon Bane weapon, but we do have the zombie axe, so the pillars are gonna suck. But we'll see how it goes. First Skotizo fight on the Ultimate Iron Man. Let us see. So this is super awkward. Instead of saving the file from the replay buffer, I stopped the recording. Yeah, this is awkward. Okay, let me quickly run through the first kill. It was much easier than I expected. We got 3 combat achievements done, or combat tasks done. We defeated Scotizo for the very first time. We defeated him without using any Demon Bane weapons, and we defeated him without any of the altars being active. So that's 8 points in total, and we are only 19 points away from the medium combat diaries being completed. We also finished our Slayer task, and we also got an elite task at Koren and Kebos completed. 1 ancient shard, 20 torstools, a heart clue, nothing, I guess, too special, but I'm happy about the torstools and the ancient shard. We'll talk about it a bit later. So let me go regear, grab another task from Duradel and try and complete the heart clue scroll. I apologize for the amateur mistake, I'll try to do better in the future. 16 black dragons. Okay, a very quick and very easy task. We got the casket, 2 wilderness steps, so not too happy about that, but let's see if it was worth it. Well, I guess it was worth it. 69 law runes are going to come in handy, and yeah, honestly, that's pretty much it. So, regarding the ancient shards, I now have 2, and I need 1 more in order to create the arc light. I don't have the arc light. I don't recall if I said this earlier in the video, but I do not have the arc light. I want to make it, so I'm keeping these on me for the time being in hopes that I'll get a task in the catacombs that will net me the final ancient shard drop. In that scenario, we'll be able to actually make the arc light and then go and build the stash unit for it. I'll also need the Amulet of the Damned, but well, we'll cross that bridge when we actually get there. First and foremost, I want to actually get the shard and create Arclight. So yeah, these are going to stay with me at least for the time being. 1 inventory slot won't really make that big of a difference, although it's rich of me to say when I have like what, 7 empty slots left. But we make do, so it's okay. The only task that I want now is one that I could do in the catacombs, for, you know, the reasons that I outlined in the previous clip. And we're at 168 tasks completed, so this is going to be the 169th task, and then the next task we'll get from Konar for the bonus points. So let's see what we'll do. Fire Giants. Yes, that's fantastic actually, there are Fire Giants in the Catacombs of Koren. This is a great task, and I don't need to regear or anything. I'll just get my prayer potions, and I'll get to doing the task. Fantastic. And that is level 91 strength. 8 more levels to go. So, we completed the Fire Giant task. Nothing interesting happened. We did not get another Ancient Shard. And now we're going to Konar for our 170th Slayer task. Perhaps we'll get to slay a mob in the catacombs again. Let's see. Calphites in the Calphite Cave. The Calphite task was uneventful, but now we have 200 Hellhounds. I am smiling, I am happy about this task. Back to the Catacombs of Koren we go. We got our 3rd Ancient Shard from the Hellhounds. Oh boy. We can make the Arclight, that is fantastic. So I think I'll finish off the task and then we'll get to actually, well, making the Arclight and then storing it. Oh boy, the Amulet of the Damned is gonna be a whole adventure in and of itself. But yeah, we'll power through it. Maybe it will be a quick and pretty straightforward grind, we'll see. And we are able to create the Arclight. I think I just use it on the altar. Yes, combine Darklight with 3 Ancient Shards. Proceed, and we have Arclight on the Ultimate Iron Man with 1000 charges. Let's equip it. One of my goals is to create Emberlight as soon as possible. Obviously, you know, soon is a subjective concept, but I do want to go for Emberlight sooner rather than later. But yeah, we have Arclight, and now we only need the Amulet of the Damned, which we will also go get after the Hellhound task. I somehow missed the level, but yeah, that is level 74 Slayer. Just quickly gonna grab another task from Duradel. And it's gonna be Cal Fight again. Okay, that's a decent task. So now let us go and get our Amulet of the Damned. Well, fine cloth. And the Flam Tear bag. 2 collection log slots, although I don't really need them. That's still pretty cool. From the first key as well. And silver locks. Dude, this is not the luck that I wanted to get, but I'm not gonna complain. Second key, silver locks. Oh my god, dude. Bloody Notes, third key. Are you kidding me? I'm getting everything that I am not trying to get. Well, I need to think of what I want to do with these items in my inventory, dude. Oh my god. Oh man. Well, this is what we're doing now, I guess. I've stored a few items in the stash units and kind of sorted my inventory to have more space, because it appears to me that we are going to be staying here for a little bit more time, and I really don't want to play around with 4 or 3 inventory spaces. It's super annoying, and I think that this will make the experience that much more, well, enjoyable. We've made the coffin with the silver locks. I still can't believe my luck, dude. This is the collection log that we have right now. 4 items out of 14. We do have a lot of opportunities to get more fine cloth, which I might actually want to keep and then make the split bark armor. And since we did get the bloody notes, we can also actually now create blood bark armor as well, which we can store in the POH. And it's a useful armor set for mages, so I don't want to make like assurances or a statement that will stay here for a long time or that will finish off the collection log or whatever, but I think that we'll do a few more keys. Even if we do get the Amulet of the Damned in the next, I guess, chest, we'll stick around for a little bit and get a few more keys, because the coffin isn't storable in the POH as far as I know, so might as well make use of it while we still have it. The detours are absolutely crazy in this video, but to be completely honest with you, I've kind of come to terms with the fact that this is more so an adventure video rather than strictly a Slayer training video. And following that, seeing that this video is already over half an hour long, I think that it was very optimistic or even silly of me to think that I might actually reach 83 or 85 Slayer in 1 or 2 videos for that matter. So I might just release this video as a, I guess, adventure video without a very specific goal to reach. But I think that if you kind of put it in the context of where the account was at the beginning of the video and where it is now, we've made a lot of progress. Not only when it comes to Slayer, I think we've made the least progress with Slayer and Strength, but progress overall when it comes to the actual, I guess, general situation of the account. So yeah, that's where we're at. And now let me go and get a few more silver keys and open up a few more chests. Oh, we got it, the Amulet of the Damned. We can go and build a stash unit. Fantastic. This is like maybe the, I don't know, the 8th chest or something like that. And that is the stash unit built and the arc light stored. Oh man, this feels good. We were able to create the split bark helmet as well as the gloves. Let us store it. I think it's stored in the magic wardrobe, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, deposit the helmet, deposit the gauntlets. Oh, it appears that I have the gauntlets stored. I did not know that. Well, okay. Well, it is what it is. I created the gauntlets without any purpose, it seems. I have 20 shade remains in the coffin. Let me just check. Yeah, 20 Asin shades. So I'm gonna go and use up I guess, the shade remains that I have and see perhaps we can get more fine cloth. I would like to get the blood bark armor completed. with this excursion that we're having currently. We'll see how it goes, we'll see how long it takes, but yeah, I think that while I have the coffin and while I have these keys, that would probably be a smart thing to do, at least. We can't go for the full collection log even if we wanted to, because that would require us to get Zealot's robes and I think the gold locks as well. Well, obviously the gold locks as well, but what I'm trying to say is that we would need to go through the golden door and kill the Urim shades. Yeah, Urim shades, which requires 90 wood cutting, because we need redwood pyre logs. So yeah, that's not gonna happen, but what we can do is finish up the Bloodbark set. So let's try and do that. So I just came to the realization that we need a runecraft level of 81 in order to create the Bloodbark armor. I'm glad that I checked. But what we can do is create Splitbark armor, and we're able to create Bloodbark whenever we have the actual runecraft level to do so. So we will still be using up the remaining remains from the shades, and see perhaps we'll get lucky with the fine cloth. So we managed to get 2 more pieces of fine cloth out of the shade remains that we had. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make a piece of the Splitbark armor, and then we're probably going to have to drop the coffin, because I don't plan on doing Shades of Morton, at least not seriously, up until the point that I actually have at least 90 woodcutting and decide to go for the collection log. That being said, when I do actually decide to do that, we'll definitely finish off both the Bloodbark set as well as the other one. I don't recall what it's called, the tree, I guess, Splitbark set, because we'll get fine cloth from the golden chests as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go do that, go and finish off the Calphite task that we currently have, and then I'll see you at Duradel. 154 greater demons. Okay, that's a good task. I also blocked spiritual creatures, because we got that task, and I know that the weight of this task is pretty high with Duradel. So yeah, that's definitely a task that we will never do. I'm gonna go do the task, well, do a farm run, do a birdhouse run, and do the task. But to be completely honest with you, I think that this is a pretty good spot to finish this video off. Once again, I have to admit, it turned out to be very different from what I initially expected it to be, but that's perfectly okay, I think. After all, it's all about having fun with the game, and I have to say I've had a lot of fun in this video alone. We made some awesome achievements, we built the Arclight stash unit, and we got the Arclight in the first place. We received our first Cotizo KC. It's been a good week. I don't really have much time to play, so that's, you know, not an ideal scenario when it comes to, I guess, making videos, especially with super long grinds such as, you know, the Slayer grind that we're currently on. But it is what it is. Once again, I want to apologize for this not turning out to be the video that I promised it to be, but I think that we still made a lot of progress. We got a lot of answers to questions that we had in regards to inventory management and things like that. And we still gained a couple of levels, both in regards to strength as well as Slayer. So, you know, progress. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. In the next video, it's gonna be a bit more of the same. Although I have to say that I don't really know where this adventure is going to take us next. I mean, you never know. We might end up at Kriara or something. But yeah, we'll try to get the Slayer up as much as possible, or as soon as possible rather, and get our Abyssal Whip. No challenge for this video because we didn't achieve the goal that we set out to achieve, which is the Abyssal Whip. Look forward to the next video where we hopefully make a lot more progress, direct progress in, I guess, the main goal that we're aiming for. And until then, thank you once again so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. Thank you so much for the support that you guys been showing me lately. And yeah, I will see you all very soon. Goodbye.